It's April. Welcome back. It's day 45 in my 100-day Trusting God experiment. I've been spending about 2 hours every morning just seeking the Lord in prayer and worship and reading the Bible, trying to navigate and receive guidance on a major shift in my personal life, in my relationships, in my business, really every aspect of my life. And I want to share with you what's come up for me in the last 24 hours. I think 3 things have come up that were really significant. One of them is I'm going through some really hard stuff right now, particularly around my relationships. It's not something that I want to go into detail about right now, but it's in my personal relationship, with my marriage, but also with my oldest daughter. I've had a few things, as you know, with even my youngest daughter. And what I want you to know is that I get it. I know that I'm not alone, that there are many of us out there that have moments or seasons in our life when we just have to go through some hard stuff. And I want you to know that you're not alone, because it happens to me. It's happening to me in a few areas. I'm working on it diligently. I'm seeking the Lord to guide me and help me to get through it. And I'm so grateful that I know that I never walk alone. None of us do. That the Lord is right there with us. Even in the moments where we feel like we feel His presence the least, He is there the most, and He's working behind the scenes on our behalf to help us. And I'm taking hold of His promises in the Word, that He will never leave me nor forsake me, and that He's right there with me, and He's holding me by my right hand, and He's guiding me through all of this. And I just want you to know that you're not alone. I think there's a lot of us that have stuff that nobody knows about, but it's something private or personal that we're going through at different times in our life. But the second thing that came up is I was praying this morning, and I was asking the Lord to guide me, to show me. My prayer was, Lord, what is it that you want to share with me today? What is it that's on my page today? Because I know He's written a book about me in heaven. He's already recorded. All of my days have already been recorded, even before I was breathed into my mother's womb. The same is true for you. And so this is what He shared with me that was very surprising. I said, Lord, what is it that you would have me do? And He said to me, you must move more. You must move more, move your body more, my physical body, and clear your mind and meditate on the Word to fully prepare you to fully step into your calling at the next level. There is a clearing that needs to take place now. It's preparation and a maintenance. And so I really didn't understand what He was trying to say, so I went deeper. And I said, Lord, can you please explain what you mean by a clearing that needs to take place? And this is what the Lord shared with me. It is detoxifying the body to be a pure, clean vessel of light. And I said, can you share with me more about detoxifying my body? What is it that you're asking? And the Lord shared with me a cleanse, fasting, forgiveness, purifying thoughts from fear or worry or doubt, and improving your thoughts, releasing any anger or any lower level emotions, anything that may be hindering or blocking you from a clear signal to hear my voice, or from radiating the fruit of the Spirit at the highest level. And so it became very clear. I've been thinking about this for a while, but I'm going to be doing a detoxification on my mind, body, and spirit. And on a spiritual level, that means asking for forgiveness for any sin that might be in my life. And I already do this. I actually do that every morning during my morning prayer. And I ask Him to help me to resist temptation and to help me to just be self-aware to where I'm monitoring my thoughts and my actions, to really just remain in His presence. And I know that He doesn't expect me or you or any of us to be perfect. He loves us unconditionally. But I love the Lord, and I want to do my best to follow His commandments that He shared in the Bible in every way. One of those is to put Him first, but also to love others, to love one another, and then all of the other things that He's asking us to do. I'm doing it from love. I want to do it from that place. And I also am going to be doing a fast. I'm going to be deciding on when it's going to start, to detoxify my body and also to detoxify my mind so that I can really get into an even deeper, closer, intimate relationship with God, with the Lord, and hearing the voice of the Holy Spirit on an even deeper level. I feel like I got to clear out any old gunk that's built up and do a detox. So I'm going to be doing a fast. I'm going to definitely be on this fast the first day, no food or water for 24 hours. And then couple of days more beyond that, probably even longer. I'm going to not have sugar. I'm not going to have alcohol. I'm not going to have very many, if any, carbs. And just eat like live fruits and vegetables, like as kind of a detox. But that's what I'm going to be moving towards. That's never that easy for me to do with the food part, because I like to eat food. I clearly need to probably lose 10 pounds anyway, but this isn't about weight loss. This is about detoxifying my mind, body, and spirit, because the Lord's asking me to do this. I have a feeling that I'm going to receive even deeper levels of clarity when I start to clear out that stuff in my body and even in my mind. So that's what's coming up next. I'm probably going to start that next week. I'm going to choose the dates and then start it. And then the last thing that has come up was surprising. I just shared a post about this today on my primary Facebook page. But I had a huge aha moment about my unique gift. Some of my unique gifts that I have, and it happened totally out of the blue. And let me give some context if you have not been following along this journey, but I've been in this major shift in my personal life, in my relationships, in my business. I've been an entrepreneur for 13 years. For the last 9 years, I've been a sales consultant, helping clients with marketing, sales funnels, writing their marketing message, how to attract clients, writing their brand story, things like that. Thought leadership positioning. And I've been asking and seeking God, what He asked. He guided me to shut down my business, completely shut it down and start fresh. Like really just so I can stop doing and just seek God for guidance for what He's asking me to do. He's been guiding me to work with a different type of person, different people, specifically higher level leaders. And anyway, I'm not going to go into that. But I'm going to plug in my phone, so just hang tight with me for a second. Okay. So this is what the Lord showed me. And I think it's a big clue as to the work that He's calling me to do next. And I just want to encourage you that sometimes if you're seeking God to help you to navigate a pivot in your career or in your business or really any area of your life, receiving the guidance and exactly what to do and the decisions that you're called to make and seeking the Lord with that and being in the Word, sometimes you get a clue over the course of a few days, a few weeks, a few months, and you just simply collect the clues. Okay, sometimes He can download exactly what he wants you to do in one prayer. But for me, I found that I've been getting bits and pieces of it over the past 45 days, and I've been putting all of the clues from the guidance I've received and from the signs and the confirmation from messengers, aha moments on a board. And on the top of the board, I wrote what God is leading me to do next in this season of my life. And then I'm posting on Post-it notes that are about that big, all of the clues that He keeps showing me. Like, what is my purpose? The Lord shared that with me yesterday. If you haven't seen day 44, I encourage you to go back and look at it, because I believe that the Lord will reveal to you your purpose, and it may not be what you think it might be. You may even be in resistance to it, or you may say, yes, that's it. It's been right under my nose the whole time. I receive it. I was folding laundry. I immediately had an idea to go look at YouTube. And I was like, I don't know why, but I did. I saw a video by Simon Sinek. He created the book, wrote the book, Start With Why, which is one of my favorite books. He was sharing a story about an experiment that he did with a homeless person, and he worked with them to change one slight approach with how they were receiving, how people were giving to them. He made one little slight change with this particular homeless person, and they doubled their donations within like an hour and a half. Excuse me. And it was a homeless person. It was not even tied to business at all. But I became fully aware in that moment of a unique gift that I have that I really dismissed before, because it was something that I've always done. It comes really easy and natural for me. But I noticed that my brain began to immediately see how to apply this big idea that he just shared in a whole different way, in a whole different industry, to have success somewhere else as well. And as a matter of fact, my mind was flooded with other big ideas too. Many different ideas about what I'm called to do. It started to just be revealed and come to me with ease. And I recognize one of my unique gifts is I can see how this is like that. It's strategic thinking. It's being able to, meaning I can see a big idea or a concept that has been proven to produce extraordinary success in a particular area or a particular industry over here, and I can instantly recreate and innovate that successful idea and know exactly how to apply the same idea in a unique way in a whole different industry, and including writing the marketing copy or the language to describe it clearly and have it create success somewhere else. This is innovation. At the heart of that, it's really about innovation and creating big ideas and concepts that help leaders, companies, organizations, thought leaders, anyone trying to get a message out into the world and create massive change for the greater good, an author, a speaker, even the owner of a multi-million-dollar business or company, or a celebrity, if they're being called to do something big in the world, a movement. I can actually create big ideas that spread, and I can also see an idea over here and know how to integrate it into a different industry for success there. It's innovation with much lower risk because it's a proven concept. I know this is really unique. Like, who does that? Like, is that normal? I'm thinking, is that even normal for somebody to be, why is my brain automatically thinking about that? Apparently there must be something to this for me to even be able to articulate this, notice it, recognize it. Oh, that's what I'm doing. And I think it has to do with my gift combines a few things. That's what I'm starting to recognize, and I'm putting this on my board. The reason why I'm sharing this with you is because I encourage you to do that as well. There's clues all around you that the work that that God's calling you to do in the world is not meant to be like what somebody else is doing. You are as unique as a fingerprint. The work that God equipped you and designed you with your unique gifts, skills, and talents and your life experience is very unique. Whatever it is you're called to do, you're called to do something that is as unique as a fingerprint. Instead of sounding like a carbon copy of what somebody else is doing because they had some success with this over here. And I just want to encourage you to let go of the notion that you've got to kind of sound like somebody else or do what that other person is doing to be successful. You're really supposed to let that go and do the real thing, the real work that is unique and a one of a kind that you're called to do. You're called to do specific work that's unique, not what somebody else is doing. That's what I want to say. So I think that's a key for what I'm here to do. And I kind of wrote this down, but my gifts combine strategic thinking. I can sell ideas to people as a brand spokesperson, innovation, creating an original idea or a methodology or a unique innovative product that nobody else has in the marketplace so that you can attract attention and stand out in a crowded marketplace and grow your business or get your message out to a lot of people, like create a tipping point to where it spreads and reaches a lot of people, the people that you're called to serve with whatever it is message that you have here to share, so that you can create positive change, shift perspectives on a mass scale for the greater good. There's something around that. I'm still kind of honing and further clarifying this work that I have. You've got some unique work too, and I encourage you to bravely step into that. Start sharing that, even if you work for a company as an employee, or if you're in leadership at a company, or if you're the CEO, or if you are an owner of a multi-million-dollar company, or even in management for a company, whatever it is. But be innovative. That's what's going to help your brand to stand out and attract the top talent and grow to the next level. I do know that much. But here's the thing. Here's part of what makes mine totally different is, unlike traditional corporate marketing, my unique approach is, I believe that for brands to thrive, the future for brands to thrive is when they stand for something, when they are purpose-driven and when they are Holy Spirit-led, specifically when companies are rooted in biblical principles. And look, this is not for everyone. Like, I'm fully aware of that. But I think this is a big clue to the unique work that God is leading me to do next to help higher level leaders. A few celebrities, a few influencers, maybe even a few people that are being called to run for office, and it's all rooted in biblical principles. It has to do with helping them with thought leader positioning for personal brands, for a personal brand, and their messaging around that, and innovating, coming up with an original idea or an innovative solution or a unique methodology to create change in the world in some way, to solve a problem in a unique way, but not being like somebody else and sounding like a carbon copy of someone else. And the whole purpose of that is so we stop blending in and getting ignored. It's so that we rise above the noise and become a one of a kind. There is no competition when you are 100% operating in the work that you were called to do, that you're here to do. I also sense that I'm being called to have a very unique business model that combines a ministry with a for-profit business. Maybe you are too. So I'm just going to sit with this, pray about it. Just seek the Lord on this even more for even further clarity. But I'm starting to see the pieces of the puzzle come together to get clear on what God's leading me to do next as I navigate all of this stuff in my life all at once. It's all happening for a reason. I'm really grateful. And I know that there's great joy and peace and love and so much on the other side of this. And I know there is for you as well. So that's all I have for you. Have a great evening, and I'll see you soon. Bye.